Hi guys, and this is another video because I'm totally restoring and servicing a Cremina 67 Cremina. It's actually made in, let's check, 74. The heating element is 74. You can see this. Assembled in 74. I want now to install the heating element gasket. So we do sell this on the website, just the heating element Teflon gasket. And we do sell brand new stainless bolts for fixing the element on the boiler body. Remember stainless because this machine has a really bad story actually. These are the only bolts that could be removed from the coffee machine. You can see them. Unfortunately, somebody used soft metal bolts. These are not stainless. Two were just impossible to remove. That's why you will see so many holes over here. So we have the original bolts. I could save only 3 holes, 2 holes not. I used heat, special substances, sprays, stuff like that. Just no luck. This was just unrepairable. So I rethreaded with my father-in-law the boiler. These are new M6 holes that we made so we could seal the boiler and the heating element as best as possible. I'm working with the boiler removed. This is the easiest part. Of course, you can work on the coffee machine without removing the entire boiler body from underneath. On the back, you do have the hole on the chassis for this purpose, especially. I prefer always removing the boiler. I prefer removing the group head, for example, when you want to service the group head or this one. It's a lot easier to work with. This is the front of the boiler. The chassis comes, the front mass of the chassis comes here. But remember the position of the heating element. The safety fuse needs to face towards the left because the wires enter the case from underneath to the left, the earth, and the wires need to be, they are here, so I need the fuse to be to the left. Okay, that means that I will install the heating element like this, and of course using the new holes I can do it like this or like this. Remember, it's not hard to remove this from the machine, of course, if you have good bolts, not like these old ones that I had, like this one. Remember to clean the surface of the heating element. You can now have a good opportunity to clean the resistance itself. You have to clean this surface. With this occasion I removed the asbestos, I removed the old gasket, it was just shredded. The material was also a wrong one, it wasn't the original seal or gasket, it was a really bad material. Okay, so I'm putting as I said, this will come like this. Teflon is flexible, remember. Let me see, the good holes are these ones. Okay. Okay. I'm going to start with one hole. Sorry. Okay. By hand is best. Why by hand? We have stainless and brass. Cross threading is easy. Don't work with electrical screwdrivers. Your first step is to use just your hands, your fingers, finger tight, go to the next hole, and so on. Remember, maybe the gasket would not align with the hole of the boiler, the threaded hole, but it's flexible. That's why I mentioned the gasket itself is flexible, which means I can use a screwdriver and just try to align the gasket, expand it a little bit, so the bolt should go a lot easier. There you go. Two good. Two holes are good. The third one, again, I'm using a screwdriver and gently push the gasket a little bit to align this hole with the hole of the boiler. I see everything is okay. I can now screw this by hand. And you will feel one second, no, a little bit more. Okay, should be good. There you go. Third. Okay, so managed all 6 bolts by hand. Then I use this. I did tighten them a little bit by hand. So I personally use the diagonal rule when I want to tighten the bolts on this round heating element. So if I start with this one, I'm going diagonally to this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and again. I'm always tighten them in diagonal. So this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. What I'm looking for is, I would really love to have the same thickness of the gasket on the entire diameter of the boiler. So when you're looking at it, it's best to not have, for example, a super thin gasket here, so pushed to the maximum, and wider here. If you do it usually it means that you need to screw a little bit harder on this side, for example, not on this one but on this one. So remember what rule I'm using: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and again by hand. Don't exaggerate. Again, you have stainless on brass material. You can ruin the threads from the boiler really easy. So start by hand. Use also manual process after that. Use the diagonal rule. Don't over tighten, and especially if you're hearing a really squeaky sound during the screw process, it means that you already start to tighten way too much and you're going to ruin the thread. So if you're hearing a really squeaky sound, stop, don't screw that anymore, leave it as is, and just make sure all are screwed till the end, but never over tighten, never. So this is what I'm going to do to finish the job, and that's about it. As I said, as you look at the boiler, I want the fuse to be on the left, so that's about it. I'm just tighten these. There you go. There you go. There you go. Same force. I already felt that this one, for example, these two are good. There you go. Okay. 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 I think that's about it. So now we have this seal solved. Thank you.